God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the skies, and over the cattle, and over every lively beast of the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth." And it became so. And God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. And God blessed them. And God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the skies, and over the cattle, and over every lively beast, the one creeping upon the earth." And God said, "Behold, I have given you every green plant yielding seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for food, and to every lively beast of the earth, and to every bird of the skies, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein is living soul, I have given every green plant for food." And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And evening occurred, and morning occurred, the sixth day of creating had passed. And the skies and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day God finished his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. And God blessed the seventh day, and hallowed it, because that in it he rested from all his work which God had created and made. Bereshith, Genesis chapter 2. These are the generations of the skies and of the earth when they were created, in the day that Yahweh God made earth and skies. And no plant of the field was yet in the earth, and no green plant of the field had yet sprung up, for Yahweh God had not caused it to rain upon the earth, and there was not a hard arm to work the ground. But there went up a mist from the earth, and watered the whole face of the ground. And Yahweh God formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. And man became a living soul. And Yahweh God planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man whom he had formed. And out of the ground Yahweh God made to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight, and good for food, the tree of the life also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And a river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from thence it was parted, and became 4 heads. The name of the first is Pishon, that is it which compasseth all the land of the Havilah, where there is gold, and the gold of that land is good. There is bdellium and the onyx stone. And the name of the second river is Gihon, the same is it that compasseth the whole land of Cush. And the name of the third river is Hiddekel, that is it which goeth in front of Ashur. And the fourth river is the Purat. And Yahweh God took the man and put him in the garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it. And Yahweh God commanded the man, saying, "Of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it, for in the day that thou eatest thereof, dyingly thou shalt die.
And Yahweh God said,
The man's being for his ownliness is not good. I shall effectuate for him a help, like his complement.
And out of the ground Yahweh God formed every lively beast of the field, and every bird of the skies, and brought them to the man to see what he would call them. And whatsoever the man called every living soul, that was the name thereof. And the man gave names to all cattle, and to the birds of the skies, and to every lively beast of the field. But for man there was not found a help like his complement. And Yahweh God caused a deep sleep to fall upon the man, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs, and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And the rib which Yahweh God had taken from the man, made he a woman, and brought her to the man. And the man said, This is now bone of my bones, and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man.
Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave to his woman, and the two of them shall become one flesh.
And the two of them were smoothly nude, the man and his woman, and were not ashamed. But the serpent was smoothly subtle more than any lively beast of the field which Yahweh God had made. And he said to the woman, Yea, hath God said,
Ye shall not eat of any tree of the garden.